Good afternoon, everyone. Romney Smith at WTOC for The News Now. This is where we bring you quick updates of stories that we're following for you right now. We're on lots of different platforms, so whether you're watching our website, the apps, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, we thank you so much for giving us just a few minutes of your time. So just into WTOC, confirmed by CBS Sports, Paul Johnson, the coach at Georgia Tech, is retiring. And of course, you know, he used to work for Georgia Southern and coach there. Right now, we are working to learn more details on what might have sparked this, what he's saying, the payout, all of that good information. Again, for those of you just now joining us, Paul Johnson with Georgia Tech, who is a former coach of Georgia Southern, announced he will retire after 11 seasons with Georgia Tech. We'll have more in the 3 o'clock digital update, but for right now, that's your little nugget on that. Another big story that we're following right now for you, an inmate that just walked away from work detail is now back in custody. The Georgia Department of Corrections says this man has returned to the Coastal Transitional Center. Officials were looking for Nicholas Martinez after they say he simply didn't return yesterday to the Correctional Center after working in Pooler. The good news is he is back in custody. He returned around 10 a.m. this morning. Right now we're working to learn if he will face any more charges for walking off and also if he had help. So this story is not exactly over. Of course, it's never a fun thing to report that an inmate did not return from work detail, but as soon as we learn more information, we'll pass it along to you. All right. A federal judge dismissed a $100 million lawsuit that was handled in the Low Country. So I'm specifically talking about the death of a Marine recruit at Parris Island. The Marine Corps says Raheel Siddiqui killed himself after a confrontation with a drill instructor. That drill instructor should not have been supervising recruits since he was under investigation for abusing other Marine recruits. Federal Judge Arthur Tarnow expressed, quote, strong reservations, but said he must follow legal precedent, which bars civil litigation and military deaths. A report there says there was evidence that drill instructors physically and verbally abused recruits. Now, guys, that story was really controversial because some people said, you know what? If you're going to be a United States Marine, you got to be tough. You got to be the best of the best, the 1% that protect the rest of us 99%. So some people said it kind of toughens people up. Other people said it is possible for you to go too far and to bully that, causing allegedly that Marine recruit to throw himself off the top of a building, plummeting to his death. Certainly his parents were bothered. He's originally from Michigan. He is a Muslim recruit, and in the official paperwork, it was stated that the trainer actually had some kind of physical altercation with him and slapped him in the face right before he jumped off. So again, his parents were seeking damages worth $100 million, and the judge saying he has to follow legal precedent, which bans any civil litigation from any military death. So that is a situation coming out of Parris Island, South Carolina. All right, guys, I have a few of you weighing in on Facebook. I don't want you to be ignored. Paula Gilwell says saying it's cold on the east side. It is cold everywhere right now, but things will get better. We'll have a little bit of weather later on. Barbie and Rose saying, girl, you did it all. Weather, sports, top stories. Thank you, milady. I try, but notice I don't do too much weather because I am not a meteorologist. I want to leave that to the officials. All right, here we go. Moving on to a little bit more news. It's that time again. Next week, Savannah City leaders will officially approve 2019's nearly $200 million spending plan. So the Savannah workforce will be trimmed again to balance the budget. The city cut about $650,000 from the Savannah Fire Department's budget, wiped away more than a dozen vacant jobs, and eliminated a fire engine. City manager Rob Hernandez isn't completely happy with the proposed budget, but he says he wants more money allocated to address road and building repairs.
For far too long, we've ignored those investments. You know, you pay sooner or later,
right?
and right now, you know, it's coming home to roost right now.
About half of the budget will go towards the city fire and police departments. All right, Don Scott weighing in a little bit late to our show, saying, what's going on with Paul Johnson? He's retiring. He's at Georgia Tech, been there for 11 seasons. He is retiring. Of course, you know he used to play for Georgia Southern. We're working to learn more information. We'll have more for that at 3 o'clock. All right, so I want to get to some happy news. We've been hammering this hard during our newscast, and I want to get it here as well. Right now, WTOC is collecting toys for Tots. Our Elizabeth Rollins has details on how you can get involved.
Hey guys, Elizabeth Rollins here at WTOC, where we are collecting toys for Tots for the holidays. You want to make sure that every child in our area has a great holiday season. And look, we've got boxes filled up already. Many of you already bringing in your donations today, yesterday, tomorrow. So make sure you keep bringing it in. We want to show you that we have some space here. We have more empty boxes that we are trying to fill. In fact, if you remember last year, we literally filled up this entire lobby. It spilled over into our hallway. So help us do that again this year.
All right, there you have it. All it has to be is new and unwrapped. Drop it off. We'd love to take your toy from you and help others in our area have a great holiday season. All right, speaking of the holidays, it's cold, getting colder. Let's have a look at weather from our WTOC meteorologist.
Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Dave Turley here. Looking at our temperatures, we're still holding in the mid-40s at this noontime hour. And with a little bit of a breeze out there, check out these feels-like temps. Only feeling like 38 over on Hilton Head and a lot of low 40s out there. So bring the jackets as you head out. It'll be nice and sunny and dry, but certainly a little chilly. And we're going to have one more cold night coming up with a high pressure right overhead. That means we're going to have temps getting down near freezing again when you wake up on your Thursday morning. But after that, we are going to start to warm things up. That high pressure keeps us nice and dry for our Thursday. It moves into the Atlantic, so it's out to the east of us. We're on the back side of that high, meaning some warmer temperatures coming up for our Friday. Let's get that 7-day forecast for you, showing you the dry weather through Friday. 70 for the high on Friday. We're going to see much warmer temps this weekend, but also notice that chance for scattered showers coming up Saturday. Slight chance on Sunday, and then a little bit better chance coming up Monday into Tuesday.
All right. So for those of you who are like me, who don't really like the cold weather that much, it's going to be cold for a little bit longer, but then we're steady climbing until we get to the 70s and 80s this weekend. Looking forward to it. All right, guys, I got to get to work to get more information on the retirement of the Georgia Tech coach. I'll have more at 3 o'clock. Of course, you can always follow along our news stories on our website, WTOC.com, as well as our social media platforms. I will see you right back here at 3 p.m.